In this video, we're gonna bring you the top 5 sugar push variations that you're gonna need for West Coast Swing. My name is Brian B.
I'm Miss Megan.
And we're gonna do a leaders and followers version. So some of these can be led, some of them can be done without that. We're gonna find out which is which. So the first one for the leaders is I can just tap the side. Well, let's do my boring sugar push first. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. So the first one is I can just tap the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. If we do that again, 1, 2, tap, step, triple step. Now remember, all the sugar pushes, we still have to have all the same things where I'm stopping and absorbing Megan, so it should feel the same for her even though I do my variation. Megan, what is your number 1?
I can lift my knee 3 and 4, 5 and 6 while being careful.
I
1,
call this the kick
2,
Brian in
3, 4,
the crotch
5, and 6.
variation. So the second thing I can do as the leader is kind of going off that tap step, I can use and switch to my right hand during that. So if I lead a basic sugar push here, I can just switch to my right hand, create an angle. I could do that with a triple as well, but what I like about it is it changes the angle of this. And if I use my hands like I did there, I can start to change the angle of Megan's body and maybe steal one of her anchor variations. So that's number 2 for the leaders. What is your second one?
My second one is a ronde 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So like Brian said earlier, you don't want to mess with the connection. 1, 2, you want to stay connected in as you go 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Actually feels pretty cool. So the third one for the leaders is I can do an anchor and cross. 1, 2, 3, and 4, anchor and cross in that. So if I did it the other side, just so you can see what's going on there. I lead everything's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then I anchor and cross. The reason why I like the cross is that might start to naturally lead into what I want to dance for the next pattern. So that's my number 3 is the anchor and cross. What's your number 3, Miss Megan?
Is to go to the side. So some of these are going to be the same as what Brian did. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I think Brian tapped a little bit more. I have a tendency to like to make it a little smoother and come back out.
Bingo. So in all of these, the side variation, right? 1, 2, I can triple to the side, anchor, step, which this is off script, but I could also do this, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6.
Oh, it's a bonus.
That's a bonus. We're gonna get there anyway. So what's my number 3 is my anchor and cross. My number 4 is I can dance a hitch. So a hitch, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. Now we have a whole video on a hitch, so we'll go in detail in that there. The trick is from the pattern before, 1, 2, 3, and 4, I get a good sense of that connection, 5 and 6. Now during the 1, I'm leaving Megan there as I'm moving away, and we're building up extra connection on the 1. Then we have to dance quickly, and 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. Hitch, and 2, 3, and 4. We'll do it one more time, 1 and 2. 3 and 4. That was a right side pass, hitch. So as the leader, sometimes I kind of feel like I want to almost tap that foot. So there's a little 1 and 2. So the connection becomes tricky because I have to stretch that as I'm tapping and going 3 and 4. So what's number 4 for you, Miss Megan?
A back tap. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, which leads to a really fun anchor side.
1, 2, 3, 4, and I can start to follow along with that. So my number 5, I actually cheated and did it. It's a concept called scrolling. So if I did my sugar push, I should come back to the same spot most of the time. Megan lands in the same spot. But let's say there's a bunch of people behind Miss Megan and I want to dance a little bit further to me. I can dance 1, 2, 3, and 4 and leave her here. So she's feeling a little pressure. I never send her back. And I scroll myself away. If I did that again, 1, 2, 3, and 4, I can back myself up. I can also do this in reverse, and I actually do this a little bit when we dance. If I want to build up a little bit of tension in the connection, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I don't stop her. I let her go back and catch her on the last step of the anchor, the 6. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I send her back maybe because I want to dance something that's kind of cool coming out of that. Makes sense? So that's my number 5, scrolling. I can scroll forward and back. I can also, I did this a little earlier, when you did one of your variations, which one was that?
I think it was yours. Well, it was mine when we went to the side.
3, and 4. I can move her to the side, 5 and 6. If I did it again, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. And you can see all sorts of different things happen with her footwork off that. So what's your number 5 before we get to the end here?
Crossing in front. So you'll notice that my regular sugar push might actually step in front anyway, but you can take that a little bit further just to have something special.
And same thing here, right? Like, let's say Megan goes that way and we start to create different things between us. So speaking of creating different things, if you want 5 different ways to style your anchor step, we did a video we'll link here. And if you're looking at expanding your basics, we also did a video called 7 sugar tuck variations where we did some really, I was just watching it before we did this video, and there's some really cool ones in there, and you can watch that right here.